Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is Friday and it is time for Felissimo Friday, and we will be doing a swatching and a look at the box number 9 of the Felissimos. We'll also be doing a coloring. Well, I've already done the coloring. You'll be watching the coloring as well as taking a closer look at these wonderful little pencils. So this is the number 9 set of the Felissimos, and there's 500 pencils in all. Each set has 20 pencils in it. This is the morning set, and it says, flicking through pages of newspaper, morning dew sets on fresh green grass. Colorful birds swoop through the trees. Yesterday is a thing of the past. Each set comes with a swatch card as well as a wonderful little poem and a naming. So each of the pencils are named with some really interesting names, and I have a challenge for everybody to go through the names of the pencils and create a little story and put it in the comments so that people can read it. Just a fun little thing to do, so that you can work your brain a little bit. And the names of the pencils in the Felissimo set are just so fun to play with. So I hope that you will join in and make a lovely little selection of a little story with the colors. And as you can see, we have a really good range of colors in here. And I'm going to switch over to the close-up, and we'll swatch these out, and then I will show you the coloring of them, and then we'll do the paper craft. Hey, paper crafts. I'm not very good at paper crafts, so I may mess this up, and I apologize if I did. All right, so the first one is Peach Slice, and I think I need to sharpen it. So to sharpen the Felissimos, I do use the Staedtler hand sharpener. You just have to be very careful with them. The first time you sharpen them, don't sharpen them too slow, otherwise you will tear the corners. They are a square pencil, and they do, the wood is very soft. So I'm just putting down a couple of layers, building up that color. This paper isn't the greatest, but it does give you a bit of a view of the color. So this one is called Peach Slice, and it's a little dusty. Very soft pencil. This one here is called Honeycomb Heaven. They are a Japanese pencil. They did come from Japan, and you can purchase them on the Felissimo site, either in a subscription where they will send you one box every month for 25 months, or have full set syndrome like me and buy the entire set. The pencils themselves aren't that expensive. They're still expensive, but they're not as expensive as they are once you add the shipping. So the pencils themselves are only approximately $600 or $700, and then you add the shipping to it, and it goes up over $1,100. This one here is called Sunshine Kick. So yeah, it's more expensive to buy them individually than it is to buy the whole set. We worked it out, and I think it's almost $1,000 more expensive to buy them in a subscription. So this one again is Sunshine Kick. It's a lovely yellow. Just going to build that color up. The square barrel is fantastic for turning your pencils. Gives you a really good ability to turn them. All right, fairly light colors to start with. This one here is called Creamed Butter. I think I'm going to sharpen this one. It's a little dull. Like I said, I have colored with these for the paper crafts, so I have already sharpened them once. Don't sharpen the tips too sharp. they they will break. The lighter colors are usually a lot softer than the darker colors. And that's in any set. It's just the amount of pigment compared to wax. And these are a wax-based pencil, so they smoosh a lot more. I will be doing some coloring with them soon on an actual page, which will be fun. Alright, so that's Creamed Butter. It's a very, very light cream tone. Almost a yellow, but not quite. This one here is called Morning Lawn. So it'll be a yellow green, almost like a lime green. And of course the paper, like I said, is not the best paper. And it doesn't take a whole lot of layers. So we'll try to get the colors to where they should be. But like I said, sometimes you just got to work with the paper. And the colors will seem a little bit duller on this paper than on a good heavy cardstock that has some tooth. Yeah, because that's not very bright at all, is it? Let's add a couple more layers, because I know that color is a lot brighter. There we go, that's better. That's a little bit better. It's a yellow green. This one is called Daylight Song. Some very, very light colors in this grouping. Just building that color up until the paper can't take it anymore. Like so. And that's a little bit brighter of a yellow green. And then we have Tangy Citrus. More green than yellow in this one. Just going to do the dark side here. Tangy Citrus. Much more of a green there than the previous one. This one is called Wander Walks or Wonder Walks. Also another green. This one here is more of an actual green tone. Has a lot more blue in it than yellow. And I will be going through these at some point and rearranging them after I'm finished with the full 500 set and putting them into color order and doing another swatch of them in color order. If I can wrap my head around it. uh, and this one here is called Encouragement. Encouragement. That's funny. Because the first word is encourage. The second word is mint. So it is a lovely mint green. You know, that baby mint color. Very nice color, very light. So we're working through the light colors here. This one is called Elderflower Spritz. Elderflower Spritz. Another very, very light blue-green. We're going to do the deep area now. Really wish this paper was a little bit better to get that color built up on it. I'm struggling, people. I'm struggling. And that is Elderflower Spritz. And then we have Crisp Air. We're going to start getting into the brighter colors now. Still a very nice light blue. But definitely a blue. And of course I will switch over to the main camera so you can see a little bit better. It does pick up the lighter colors a little bit better. And this one here is called High Splash. Another lovely blue. This one's a bit darker of a blue. And then we have Water Wakeup, which is usually mom and dad are tired of waking up their teenager for school and is now throwing water on them. I used to do it with a water gun. If they wouldn't get up for school, I'd squirt them with a water gun. Like, get your arse up. Get up, go to school, let's go. Alright, I'm going to do a deeper color here. And again, the paper is not accepting a lot of pigment, so it's just peeling off. That's all it's going to take, and it's not nearly as blue as it should be. And this one here is called Light Breeze. Which is a nice gray blue. Try to build some of that color up here. They did much better on the cardstock. So this one is Surreal Sky. Yes, thankfully the paper craft is a much better paper and shows the colors a little bit better than on the swatch chart that comes with the set. All right, and that's Surreal Sky. And then we have a Bounty Bliss, which is a purpley blue. That one is called Bounty Bliss. And then we have Newspaper Ink, which is a warm gray. I would be very discouraged at this point if I was just swatching these. If I had not already used them on cardstock and I was just going through and swatching each of these on the swatch paper, I would be very discouraged with the way that they're laying down. However, I have used them on the paper projects, so I do know that they do better with other paper, and that the lack of color show is due to the fact that the paper just doesn't have enough tooth for them. So that one was Sweet Tea, and it's a lovely creamy brown color. And this one is Danish Delicious. Danish Delicious. Delicious Danishes. Which is a lovely toasty brown color. You know, that caramelized brown on a Danish. And then last but not least is Horizon Heat. Which is a lovely red brown. Almost a terracotta kind of color. I don't think I'm going to get any more layers out of there. Very nice color as well. Alright, so we have Peach Slice, Honeycomb Heaven, Sunshine Kick, Creamed Butter, Morning Dawn, Daylight Song, Tangy Citrus, Wonder Walks, Encouragement, Elderflower Spritz, Crisp Air, High Splash, Water Wake Up, Light Breeze, Surreal Skies, Bounty Bliss, Newspaper Ink, Sweet Tea, Delicious Danish, and Horizon Heat. Now, since it is the morning set, I would expect some coffee in here. Just saying. I'm going to switch you over to the main screen here so you can see them a little bit better. So the color picks up a little bit better on here. The colors are very, very, very light in this set on this paper. You can definitely get a much better saturation of color on a little bit better paper. I am going to show you that on the paper craft. So I have already pre-colored it. So I'm going to switch over to that. It will take about 5 or 6 minutes, so grab your cup of coffee, your drink, a snack, and sit back and relax and watch the paper craft coloring. And then we will do the paper craft and take a look at that and see if I mess it up completely. All right, guys. So sit back, relax, and I will be right back. Okay, so that wasn't too bad, even though I did go off screen several times. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't have Shannon telling me I was off screen. So this is the project, and as you can see, the colors are much, much brighter on this paper. Um, and I was able to get a good saturation and a good blend of coloring on the paper, on the cardstock of the paper craft. So the paper craft is a picture book, and it says color the paper, did that. Cut out along the outermost solid lines. Okay, so let's move the pencils out of the way so we don't dump them, because yeah, just my luck. So we're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut here. Gently. I'm not good with fussy cuts, so I'm trying to get as close as I can without trimming off areas I don't want to trim off. I'm getting better with cutting. I have never been good with scissors. Um, I can cut a straight line about as much as I can draw one. All right, there is our cutout. Now it says place the paper horizontally with number 3 on the lower right corner. Okay. Fold left along the first solid line. So this line here. So we want to fold it left. So we want to fold it this way, I suppose. I think that's what it's telling me to do. Hopefully. All right. And open. Okay. And then fold right. All right. And then open. Okay. Make a mountain fold. I don't understand. Okay, so make a mountain fold here, like so. And then make a slit along that black line there. All right, so we've got our tool here. Okay, so we've made a slit. Okay, so fold this on the outside. Okay. I think we go like this, and then like this, and then like this. All right. I think that's it. I'm not sure. I don't know if this is correct. I think I'm not. Okay, so place the Fold left along the first solid line from the right and open. Fold right along the first solid line from the left and open. Make a mountain fold, cut in the center, fold top and bottom in half, and with the designs on the outside, and layer it. So that seems to be it. I don't think I did it right though. It just doesn't look the same because this should be next to that. Well, I guess it is. If we go this way. Maybe. I'm not quite sure how this works or if I did it correct, but there it is. So we have our little bee in the honeycomb, and number 1, number 2, and number 3, and number 4, number 5, number 6, and number 7. And we have a little book, I think. I don't know if I did that correctly, but I did it. I don't know if it's right. I'm not quite sure what the slit along the top was for. I'm still trying to figure that part out. Oh, maybe. Maybe. To do that. But then everything's on the inside. Okay. So if I do this, I can flip it completely over like that. So I'm wondering if I should have... I'm not quite sure. But it does flip around pretty easily. Not quite sure how that goes. Or if... Yeah. Because it shows this next to this. So I think that's how it's supposed to go. And then it folds up into a little book. But there's the coloring on it. And that is using all of the colors on that one as well as this one. Each honeycomb has 3 different colors in it, and then the background has the peach tone. So there is our little paper craft. I can't say that I was successful this time because I'm not positive. The instructions are very lacking in instruction, and either I'm not understanding it or that's the way it's supposed to be. If I'm understanding it right, that's the way it's supposed to be. If I'm not understanding it right, I'm not quite sure how to fix it. But the most important part, of course, was coloring it and getting the colors to show properly for you. And I think I did accomplish that. All right, guys, with that, I would like to say thank you all very much for watching. Of course, remember that in the description below the video, I will list all of the color names so that you can write a little story about them. Again, the names are Peach Slice, Honeycomb Heaven, Sunshine Kick, Creamed Butter, Morning Lawn, Daylight Song, Tangy Citrus, Wonder Walks, Encouragement, Elderflower Spritz, Crisp Air, High Splash, Water Wakeup, Light Breeze, Surreal Sky, Bounty Bliss, Newspaper Ink, Sweet Tea, Danish Delicious, and Horizon Heat. I will leave all of those below the video. Make sure that you play along. Write me something in the comments, using the color names in a little story. It will be fun to read, and for all of you out there with a good writer's imagination, it should be fun to write. Again, the numbers for this is number 161 through 180. The set is called Morning. It is number 9 in the collection. And of course, the little poem that is with it says, flicking through pages of newspaper, morning dew sets on fresh green grass. Colorful birds swoop through the trees. Yesterday is a thing of the past. All right, guys, with that, I'd like to say thank you all very much for watching. Of course, remember to like, comment, and subscribe to any YouTube artist that you enjoy. And always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until next time, bye-bye for now.